For this leg of the journey, we drive 304 miles up the coast from Hollywood RV Park to the Moss Landing KOA Express. This is a KOA Express, so unlike the resorts, you don't have swimming pools and all those other amenities that kids like. But the sites were nice, they were paved, they had privacy, there were showers and laundry, everything we would need. The RV park is located just on the east side of the Moss Landing Harbor and Marina. Just beyond that is the beach and the Monterey Bay. Moss Landing is a small town situated on the Monterey Bay, midway between Santa Cruz to the north and Monterey to the south.
59 degrees in our camper. So this person will stay in bed all day. We can't turn on our heat because it blows the thermostat fuse.
So this is the next leg of our trip. We are driven up from LA to Moss Landing, which is a small town halfway between Santa Cruz and Monterey on the Monterey Bay. And today we're going to spend our day in Santa Cruz, probably mostly here at the Santa Cruz Boardwalk and Wharf area. Not really sure, never been here. We're going to discover stuff as we go. So stay tuned.
The Santa Cruz Boardwalk's roots go back to 1865 when John LeBrant opened a public bathhouse near the mouth of the San Lorenzo River. It became a popular tourist destination for Northern Californians. Toward the end of the 19th century, Fred Swanton, considered one of the greatest promoters and entrepreneurs of his time, laid plans for a casino and boardwalk. It would be the Coney Island of the West. In June of 1904, the Neptune Casino opened with an arcade, a grill, a dining room, and a theater. The old casino has now been turned into an arcade, complete with miniature golf.
Do we want to come in and play some golf, or are you just excited to look at such a good-looking buccaneer as I be?
This would later become what we now know as the Boardwalk and Amusement Park. It is the oldest amusement park in California and one of the last seaside amusement parks on the west coast of the United States. A nice vantage point for the entire park is from the gondolas.
Who is he? Is he like a caveman dude? Yeah, he's a caveman.
He's a caveman.
Yeah, we're here with our caveman fan.
Ernie.
Is that his name?
Might as well be.
Okay. He looks like Bert to me.
No, he looks like Ernie.
Alright, we intended to get our photos taken, but cheap son of a gun won't take our money. Doesn't want our money. I'm trying to. Oh well.
Yeah.
We're done. Well, let's do it this way. Hey, Dad! Come on, pose. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's how you save some money. Alright, we decided to eat carny food. I have a Chicago-style hot dog. And Gina has
Garlic fries.
garlic fries. And I need some of that hand sanitizer.
Is it good? Is there a hot dog hiding in there somewhere?
Like you said, the hot dog is a minor player. Not sure if that Dole Whip is good as the one you get at Disneyland.
Hey Tommy, what you got there?
I got a Dole Whip float.
And we're not even at Disneyland.
And what do you got?
I got a strawberry pineapple Dole Whip.
A swirl.
A swirl. And we're gonna find a spot on the beach.
Yeah, we're gonna enjoy
to eat
it on the beach. Let's do it. Well, can't decide. I think this is pretty good Dole Whip, but I think I would have to have the Disney one like right with it. But I would say I would lean, if I had to lean favorably in one direction, I'd say Disney. This one, the ice cream is good, but I don't know, something about the mix of the ice cream and pineapple juice. I don't know if it's the cup.
I have no basis for comparison because I haven't ever had strawberry before at Disney, but this is pretty good.
And what's nice is we get to watch exactly how she deconstructs that ice cream cone. Look at her. You got to work around it. You got to reshape it each time.
Well, I'm trying to eat the melty parts first.
After the boardwalk, we walked past a volleyball tournament on our way to the Santa Cruz Wharf.
So we're walking out onto the wharf, and over here you can see the big boardwalk complex. Lively place. Over here it looks like very expensive homes.
Yeah, looks like they could slide onto the water. Look at that.
Or maybe one day. There's a road between them and the cliff's edge. You can see cars moving. They're not right on it.
The Santa Cruz Wharf was built in 1914 and is the longest pier on the west coast of the United States. The original purpose of building the wharf was shipping potatoes to San Francisco for mining camps in the Sierra Nevada during the gold rush. Later, its primary focus changed. It became the base of the North Monterey Bay fishing industry. By the 1950s, the fish populations had dwindled, and the primary purpose shifted to recreation. Today, visitors flock to the wharf for a variety of restaurants, gift shops, wine tasting, candy stores, and just to stroll and peer down at the sea lions below.
We have a new interesting form of sea lion over here. So we got a person swimming here, here. Well, they're younger and hardier. People swimming, and then if you look, way over there we see more people. We assume there's like a lap, some kind of a serious exercising they're doing. Looks like there's not just a lighthouse, it looks like it might be some kind of park out that way.
We'll have to check that out maybe too.
Yeah, maybe.
That all day.
The boardwalk and the wharf have been used as the backdrop in many movies, such as the 1987 movie The Lost Boys. As we made our way out to Seal Rock, we became more and more aware of how Santa Cruz has influenced surf culture. It's legendary for its waves and its surf culture history. It's believed that surfing began here, starting with 3 Hawaiian princes who surfed here in the late 1800s. We've been to Moss Landing twice, and both times we made sure we stopped at Phil's Fish Market and Eatery. The food is excellent, and they were named the #1 best beach restaurant by BBC Travel. Phil's Fish Market and Eatery has been featured on the Food Network and has been written up in several magazines, including Sunset Magazine, the California Weekend Magazine, and the USA Today, to name a few. Unfortunately, they closed their beach location in Moss Landing in September of 2022, but plan to open up their new restaurant in November 2022, just a 10-minute drive down the road in Castroville. This is the food we got from Phil's Fish Market. And this is I forgot what I got, rock shrimp and scallop linguine with black olives, green olives, artichokes, and it's packed. I mean, I can't eat all that. A salad, garlic bread, we got it all to go. It'd probably look a little nicer on a real plate.
Yeah, we were a bit messy.
But Gina got
Fish and chips. And so far it's good.
And right here, this is for you, Mike. You want to see this consumer food. It's like an artichoke and some shrimp.
And not even being a foodie, I'll say it is really good.
Carmel-By-The-Sea is one of my very favorite places to visit. It's a small seaside town on California's Monterey Peninsula, and its village center is filled with charming fairy tale cottages and beautiful shops and galleries.
If you're looking for a place to stay in Carmel and don't have a travel trailer like us, I'd highly recommend the Normandy Inn. It's located right off of Ocean Avenue, right in the heart of town and only a few blocks from the beach. It has beautiful and cozy little European-style rooms as well. We know this because we stayed here in the summer of 2019.
After strolling around town, we enjoyed a peaceful walk on the pristine white sand beach with its beautiful clear water.
From Carmel-By-The-Sea, we took the 17-mile drive. I would like to read to you from their website a description of this drive. Follow the 17-mile drive's red dotted line to arrive at an enchanting world full of dramatic coastal cliffs, snow-white beaches, mystical forests, and iconic golf courses. Discover one of the most scenic drives in the world as you meet the inspiring lone cypress, ponder the giant trees at Croker Grove, digest the untouched beauty at Fanshell Beach, behold the power of the restless sea at Point Joe, and stroll the boardwalk above the beach at Spanish Bay, and much, much more. Quite honestly, we really do love this drive. We've done it 3 times, and it's not free. We had to pay $11.25 for the privilege of driving there, but it's well worth it. The sights are beautiful, and you get to see some iconic locations such as the Pebble Beach Golf Course and the Lone Cypress. One of our first stops was at the Pebble Beach Golf Links. Now, quite honestly, I'm not a golfer and can't talk intelligently about it, but it's a stop you still should make. They have a visitor center where you can go in and learn a lot about the history of the golf course and about some of the famous players that have played here and the tournaments that have played here. Across from the visitor center, you can walk into the area, which is the Pebble Beach Resort. There are shops near there, and of course there's restaurant and bar and grill and the hotel itself. From inside the resort, you can look out through large windows upon the Carmel Bay. The views are quite stunning. With views like this, it's enough to make me want to start golfing. Here is the famed 18th green. We had the privilege of coming here right after, literally 2 days after the U.S. Open in the year 2019, and they were breaking down the grandstands. It was quite awesome, and you felt like you were in some hallowed ground for golfers. A short drive from the Pebble Beach golf links is the lone cypress. This is the iconic cypress tree found out on the rock that is the trademark of the Pebble Beach Corporation. It is copyright protected and can be found in much of the merchandise you can find in the shops. You may notice that the actual tree doesn't look like the one you see on the coffee mugs and the hats and shirts, etc. This is because a large storm destroyed about 1/3 of the tree. We stopped for lunch. I went with candy. Sheena went with sandwich. Actually, my sandwich is right here. I'm cooking it on the dashboard. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to put this right here so you can clearly see her view. This is what we're enjoying, watching the waves crash over that rock. Just enjoying the views while we eat our lunch. And let me show you the candy. Gina got fudge. We haven't opened that up yet, so I'm not going to show that. But see down in there? All those jelly candies. There are lots of pullouts and overlooks where you get spectacular views of the rocky shoreline, the ocean, the waves crashing, and even marine life. These views are from our lunch spot at Cypress Point Lookout. The drive has many more scenic overlooks, each more spectacular than the last. There's Fan Shell Beach, there's Seal Rock Overlook and Bird Rock Overlook. There's Point Joe where you can look out on the restless sea. Each one deserves your time to stop and soak it all in and really take time to enjoy it. One of our favorite stops is Spanish Bay Beach. It's a beautiful sandy beach with tumbled stones laying about. It's interesting is a lot of people like to take the tumbled stones and build their own sculptures. Gina wasn't about to miss out on that opportunity. It's fun to drive along Ocean View Boulevard and Pacific Grove and take in all those beautiful homes and just imagine living there and looking out on the Monterey Bay from my windows. Further along the drive in Pacific Grove, you pass Lovers Point Park. Further down from that, you will also pass Berwick Park. Both are nice places. They have paths. You can look out at the water. It's very peaceful. You should take time to see that. As a matter of fact, the previous year we spent a lot of time in Monterey and Pacific Grove. If you'd like to see that video, we also have that from last year. I'll put a link below. Also, we included in that video Big Sur, which is in the area. There's just so much to do. Our last part of this trip is we just drive down through Monterey, past Cannery Row, and that's how we'll end this video. Thanks for watching, and please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. It really helps us a lot. We greatly appreciate you watching. Thank you.